morning. Welcome back to another vlog, although this isn't really going to be a typical vlog for me. Today I thought it would be fun to share a week of workouts in my life. So this video is going to be just as much about like the actual workouts that I'm doing as it is about how exercise fits into my life as a stay-at-home mom. Because that is probably one of the most common questions that I get about my running and my fitness journey is like, how do you make this work having 2 kids? So this week I'm going to share that with you guys, how that actually looks like in practice. That being said, today probably the easiest thing to fit in for the week because it's the weekend. So Steven's not working, he's at home with the kids right now, and I'm about to head out for my long run. Planning to do 5 miles today, and what's really nice is we have like a very mellow day planned. So I have no real parameters on like what time I need to be back. Not really trying to like conserve energy for anything, like didn't have to wake up super early to fit this in. So I'm excited to just get out there and run and move. So 5-mile run, let's go.
All right, here we go. Mile 1. Mile 2. Halfway.
Quick stop because the wildflowers are insane. Oh my gosh.
Okay, back to the run. Mile 3. Mile 4. Half a mile left. I'm not really having fun anymore. I'm tired. I'm ready for it to be done, but we're almost there. Last push. And I did it. 5 miles.
All right. Let's hydrate and take a look at my stats. I use the app Strava to track and log all my runs, and I wear an Apple Watch as like my fitness tracker, so I run the Strava app on that. And then I also use the app Runna to plan my runs, and sometimes I'll use Nike Run Club for their guided runs. They have like coaches that basically give you like a motivational pep talk as you're running, so I like to use those sometimes. But anyways, that took me an hour and 8 minutes for my 5 miles. My average pace was 13:43. That's pretty good for me for a long run. And my splits were pretty consistent, so that's what I like to see. It was a really good run. I'm feeling good. And days like today also really put me in a good spot for my step goal, because I try to get 10,000 steps a day. Or really, I try to get like my weekly average to be 10,000 steps a day, because some days are more, some are less. I try not to like have an all or nothing attitude about it where every single day I have to hit it. But I know that if I'm getting around that as an average, that's a good place for me to be. And today we're already at 12,500 and it's not even 10 a.m. So that's great. All right. I gotta drink more water. I literally started filming this like as soon as I finished the run, so I feel like I'm still getting my breathing back down. But I'm gonna head home, get showered, and enjoy a nice day with my family. All right, day 2, and today was my rest day. Rest from any more strenuous exercise. I usually have 1 day a week like this where I'm not running or strength training, and it's really nice when I can make my schedule work for my rest day to fall the day after my long run. Doesn't always work out that way, but this week it did, which is really nice just to have that extra day after to rest a little bit more and recoup. I did still get some light movement into my day. I took the kids on a walk in the stroller. That's something I try to do every day, not only for my physical health, but also my mental health, and I feel like it's just good to get outside. It breaks up the day a little bit. The kids enjoy it. So today we walked for an hour and we did about 2 miles. I also took the kids to the beach, and so we did some walking there while we were collecting shells, but I didn't track that. And then I had my tap class tonight. I do a tap cardio class once a week. It's very like light movement, pretty easy, and just, you know, fun. And I obviously didn't want to film during the class, but I was like, let me get a little clip at the end so I can have something to show in my video. Cut to the most awkward footage of me trying to remember some of the moves from the class. But it was great. I tapped, I flapped, I had a ball. A ball change. See you tomorrow. Oh, and I did still hit my step goal for today, which doesn't always happen on my off days. Let's go. Hello. Good morning. I am up getting my workout in out in the garage where I have my like little mini home gym set up. Doing a warm up on the Peloton bike. So I'm gonna ride here, just like low impact, get my body moving 15 to 20 minutes, and then I'll get into some weights and stuff. Feeling pretty tired because it is early, so I've got a Celsius. And I'm hoping that if I can finish this by the time I finish my warm up ride, then the caffeine's gonna hit and I'm gonna be like ready to go. Ready to push a little bit with the rest of my workout. Because right now, I'm still waking up. I feel like one of my big keys for consistency with my exercise has been having like a plan A, plan B, plan C whenever I'm trying to get a workout in with the kids, because things are not always gonna go to plan. And that way, even if the first attempt doesn't work out, I have like other times built in to get the workout in. So like plan A, just wake up and get it in before the kids are up. Like that's the easiest. Ideally, I'll give myself time to shower after. And that's what I was able to do today. But that's not always the case. Sometimes I sleep in too much. Sometimes Steven needs to go into work earlier, so I need to be getting ready to start with the kids earlier. You know, things happen, things get in the way. So my plan B is during baby's nap. Alice takes one solid nap a day. I can pretty solidly count on an hour or two, and I can either time that to be when Grace is at school, or Grace will just come out here and hang out with me while I work out. She thinks it's really fun to go through all the exercises with me, and she can bring her toys out here and stuff. Or plan C, if that doesn't work, evening after bedtime when Steven's home from work. So if you ever see me doing a nighttime workout, just know there were probably 2 failed attempts before that. But this morning we're off to a good start. We're up bright and early, so let's get to it. All right, finished with the Peloton. Here's the little gym setup. These are the weights I'm gonna be using today. I've got some other equipment, this little stepper stool, big mirror, hello, and weight bench. Gotta get changed into my regular shoes again. Got my workout all laid out for me. I use the app Trainwell for my strength training. This is not sponsored, but I have worked with them before. And so it just gives me my whole routine. And then what's nice is once I'm actually in the workout, this is the screen I see, and I can see each of the exercises from different angles. All right, continuing on with my warm up, we did the Peloton ride. Next, we've got 10 bodyweight squats and then 10 wall push-ups, and we're repeating that 3 times. Next up, we've got a little circuit. I'm doing 10 squats with the kettlebell to calf raises, and then body weight side bends, and I'm gonna repeat that 3 times. All right, next we've got a dumbbell hammer curl to press, and that is gonna be 10 reps as well, repeated 3 times. All right, moving over to the weight bench, we've got an alternating dumbbell press, and we're gonna repeat 3 times. All right, staying here at the bench. Now we've got 3 rounds of a tape press. Last weight segment, we're doing single arm rows with the kettlebell 3 times each side, so it's gonna take a minute. All right, next exercises. These are gonna be tough for me. Well, they already have been tough for me because I'm on the 2nd set, but it takes a lot of core strength, and I don't have a lot of core strength. I'm working on it though. Building that up. So I'm doing 20 seconds of flutter kicks, and then a hollow body hold, and I'm repeating that set 3 times. The hollow body hold, my trainer helped me figure out a modification so that I can hold it because it's really tough for me. But we're gonna do it. Let's go. My rest window is about to end. Okay. All right, one more repeat and then cool down. Just finished my cool down. It just leads me through a bunch of different stretches. Now I can submit my workout and I'm feeling good. I feel awake. My body feels like just warmed up now and ready for the day. I feel energized. I feel good. A little jittery from the caffeine, so it's a good time to go make breakfast and get the day going with the kids. And I'm definitely planning to go on a walk with them later today. I ended up doing a stroller walk with the kids in the morning and another one in the afternoon for 50 minutes and an hour, totaling 4.2 miles of walking, and that was the day. All right, it is the next day. We just pulled up for a stroller run at the park. We're gonna play at the park here for a little bit, and then my mom's meeting us for the run. But I got here like 30 minutes early, so hopefully they can get their wiggles out, get some playtime, and then be ready to chill in the stroller for a bit while we run. I'm running with my mom.
It's me on day.
Mom in her bright pink. We got the strollers going. We usually do like 2 to 3 miles when we're with the kids, depending on how we're feeling, how they're doing, how much time we have. Today, timing's a little tight. Grace has an activity in a little bit, and I sandwiched this like right in between that and Alice's nap. So we're gonna make the most of the time we've got, get a nice little run in. Uh-oh, Grace is running, or Snow White's running. Run, Snow White! Run into the forest. All right. 2.5 miles, done. The evil queen's coming! Ah! All right, it is the end of the day and I am doing some walking on my walking pad. I have this up in my office and I have like a sit-stand desk. So it's super convenient that I can just put it on a low speed and get some extra steps, some extra movement in while I'm getting stuff done. Sometimes I'll even come up here at the end of the day, like if I haven't hit my step goal or I just feel like I want a little bit of extra movement at the end of the day, like I'll come up here and just put a show on and walk or even just scroll on my phone. When I'm doing that, I'll usually put it at a faster speed because the goal is steps. Whereas right now, like I've already passed my step goal for the day. I feel good about the movement that I got in. But since I've got work to do anyways, I'm like, might as well. So I've got it set to, what do I have it set to? 2.5 miles per hour, which in theory, because I've got about an hour of work to do, in theory means that I'll walk 2.5 miles, but that never lines up with my watch. I know it's because like it's harder for it to track on a treadmill, and also I'm working, so I'm not, you know, swinging my arms in a normal fashion. If I really cared, I could move my watch to my ankle and there would probably be less of a discrepancy, but I don't really care that much. Like I'm getting the steps in regardless if the watch is tracking it or not. So we are just gonna walk and work, and I will see you tomorrow. So today is another day of strength training. I'm squeezing in my workout during nap time. So just came out here to the garage gym, gonna get started, and fingers crossed that I actually get a long enough nap to finish the workout. Done. Got my workout in and Alice is still asleep, so I'm gonna go get myself cleaned up, see if I can get a little bit of tidying in before the end of the nap. But it feels good that I was able to get that in. I thought I might be doing a late night workout tonight. I would have liked to get a short stroller run in today, or at least a walk, but the day got busy, it didn't happen, so here I am at 8 p.m. walking on the walking pad. I'm trying to do an hour of walking. We're at 46 minutes. You know, the funny thing with tracking steps is, I mean, first of all, it's a pretty subjective metric, like especially going for 10,000 steps, there's nothing magic about that number, but I do feel like it works for me and it encourages me to move more, do more walking in general, which I know is really good for me. And walking in general, I feel like is just a vastly underrated form of exercise. But the thing about it is, there are some days where like I don't even look at my steps and I'm like, wow, I got 18,000 steps and I never even really thought about it. And then there are days like today where I felt like I was constantly moving all day, doing chores around the house, running around with the kids. We went to the mall and walked, I felt like walked a lot there. The way that I checked my watch before I came up here and I was at 6,000 steps. Excuse me? Why am I so tired then? I feel like I was moving so much, I thought I'd hit the step goal anyways. Apparently not. But that's fine, because I had some stuff to do anyways, so we'll get the steps in up here, and I'm feeling good. So I actually might just stay up here even longer and just listen to my audiobook while I walk. All right, it is time for a run. Although it looks pretty cold and wet outside and it's very warm and toasty in here, so I am gonna have to pry myself out of the car, get my stretching done, and then once I start moving, I'll be good. So Steven has worked out his schedule where he can do one late start a week, so I don't have to be on for the kids until 9 today. Steven and I split up the mornings for who's with the kids and who has time for themselves, but on my other 2 mornings, we swap at like 7:30 or 8, depending on his schedule. So this extra hour feels like it opens up the possibilities for what I can get done in this time. So I usually like to do a run on his late start day, really make the most of this time. And today is gonna be my speed run. I try to work in one speed run into my running routine every week, and that can look so many different ways. It can be doing faster intervals. It can also just be trying for a PR for a shorter distance where I'm just pushing my pace the whole time. Today, what I'm gonna do is 4 miles with sprints, although can I really even call it a sprint because I'm still going pretty slow, but fast intervals for me. So every 0.4 miles that I do at my easy conversational pace, then I'm gonna pick it up with speed for 1/10 of a mile. So basically I'll repeat that 8 times because each segment is half a mile and I wanna do 4 miles. So, is there anything else I can yap about so I can delay getting out of the car? No, you know what? I don't wanna do that because right now, it is 6:56. I am on schedule where I will not have to rush at all. I should be able to get in my run, go home, have time for a shower, get started on breakfast. And that is just gonna set me up for success in like so many different ways today. So let's go. Getting warmed up. Recover, breathe, recover, halfway, recover, and recover, 7, recover, last 1, stop thinking now, push, 4 miles, done, and the sun's out. I took the kids on a nice long walk adventure today. My watch actually died while we were on the walk, but I think it was about 3 miles. Feeling good and tired, and I'm packing for the Disney cruise. Stay tuned for the next vlog. All right, we have reached the end of the week and today is my free day. And free day can be anything. Another run, another strength training, a Peloton ride, a hike, a workout video. Basically, I just keep it open for whatever life has in store for me and also kind of whatever my body is feeling. And sometimes that means another rest day and I don't do anything. Today, I'm gonna do a nice slow run with the kids in the stroller, but it's gonna be more of like a run walk because Grace really wants to do some of the running with me. So we'll probably be stopping and starting a lot, which is totally fine. I don't have any specific goal for time or distance today. I just wanna get out, move my body. Doing a run sounds really nice and Grace was excited about it. So I just finished making their breakfast. They're eating now, and then we're gonna head out for a nice morning run. Here we go! Woohoo! Walk break? You got it. And that was my week of workouts. Let's take a look at my step data, because I always find that really interesting to look back on at the end of the week. So I averaged 14,997 steps a day. That's a little above my average for the year, which is 13,000. So definitely a good week. My biggest day of steps was yesterday, day 6, with 21,580. That was a big day. Definitely checks out for how I was feeling last night. I fell asleep at like 8 p.m. And my lowest day of steps was day 5 with 11,251. I've been feeling really awesome in this new exercise routine. I really kind of threw myself back into exercise around August last year. My biggest motivator was after I gave birth to Alice and went through my second C-section. I remember just being so excited to be able to do things again once I was healed, like just to be capable of even just going for a walk. You know, I didn't feel like myself, and I knew that I wanted to not take for granted anymore what my body can do, and also just like my body being my own again. It's given me a whole new level of like appreciation for my body, and you know, just being so grateful for what I'm able to do and wanting to make the most of that. It's also nice now at this point to feel like I've gotten into a really good groove with it. Like I've successfully formed the habit and created the routine so that it fits sustainably into my life, and it doesn't, you know, feel like a slog anymore to get it done and get it in most days. I absolutely still have those moments, but I'm feeling really good, really motivated, and much more connected to my body again. And that disconnection that I was feeling after I gave birth was really hard for me, and I think was a big contributing factor to the body image struggles that I was having and that I am still having. But I'm getting to a better place, and I found so many forms of exercise that I love and I enjoy and I look forward to. You know, running, walking, strength, tap. It's fun for exercise to feel fun again. It's also been really fun to include the kids into my exercise routine. You know, obviously having those moments to work out on my own is still a really nice little break, a little respite, but getting to do walks and runs with them a couple times a week I think is really fulfilling, and it's been fun to get to share in this with them a little bit. So I'm excited to keep going. Let me know if you guys want to see more videos like this. It was a super easy video to make and I had a lot of fun. Yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Bye.